It's your boy H Right, and it's all about real talk. And before we get into our guest today, let me just take this time out to big up to my sponsors. Let me shout out to the beautiful folks over there at Angel Wholesale. Let me take this time out to big up to my haircut sponsor, Laza Fresh Cut from number 47 upstairs, Heritage Key, Fresh Cut Barbershop. Now we're gonna go straight over into our guest. I'm talking about the talented, the hip hop artist from Antigua and Barbuda, the man, E-Kon. What go on, Jay?
Big showing, don't know the thing go.
Welcome to Really Talk, my brother. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen in a while, man. The COVID thing and the lockdown. I don't really link up as much, but still see you from time to time.
Definitely wanted to have you on this show a bit earlier. I mean, you're a talent in Antigua that I really admire. I really love the work that you've been doing. I love how humble you are, but yet still at the same time very confident. And that's the reason why you're here today. I feel like, I have had the opportunity to know who E-Kon is, but I feel like there's a few people out there who don't know E-Kon. All right, so let me just start out by asking you, like, who's E-Kon? Explain the brand E-Kon.
E-Kon is, that dude. He's just that dude. I'm an Antiguan rapper, 20 years old. Been doing this for about, I'll say, the past 5 years. Did it as a way to like cope with certain things I was doing at the time, and that really just helped me a lot doing music, rapping, just expressing myself, and it's been a part of my life, and I don't see myself stopping really.
Nice. So you just said you're an Antiguan rapper.
Yeah.
In Antigua, it's all about soca music and calypso and the steel pan. Yeah. We don't see much rappers who actually make it out, right? I know a few persons who have tried rapping back in the day. Yeah. But to see the modern sound that you've been putting out, knowing that the island that you live in, it mostly pushed the soca music and the calypso, what motivated you to keep going and believing in the hip hop part of it?
Well, I would just say that at a very young age, I feel like I was just introduced to it by my family, really, because in the household it's just music all the time, and the dominant music would be like hip hop and jazz music, and that old time American sound. And to say we live in Antigua, it wasn't really like a lot of soca and dancehall being played in the house. Yeah. So I feel like that was really like the inspiration for me doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. So like when it comes to like the music part of it, right? The brand E-Kon, I just realized the other day you released an album.
Yeah.
Brown Baby, which was really good. No
Brown
cap,
Baby.
Right? Now, if it was trash, trust me, I would make it straight to
me know you talk, man. Yeah. So you have to tell me that.
But I enjoyed Brown Baby. I felt like it was a really good body of work. Right? The sound was different. We could tell that you spent some money on the project, meaning that the mixing and the mastering and the production. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit more about Brown Baby.
Well, Brown Baby is a project that I started after I dropped Hood Shit with RJ and Morello. I feel like after the success that song had in Antigua, that people just wanted to hear a little bit more about me. So I just felt like, doing an album would be the perfect way to kind of execute and just put myself more out there. So I started working on it really like at the start of the pandemic. And I just started to get a couple things together, work out my beats, my production, and what I really wanted the album to solidify. And I felt like at the time it was, the Black Lives Matter movement in America, and when I was thinking about what I should name it and what I should make the album about, it's like, I heard this song at the same time too that was basically a woman talking to her baby, and she was like, she wants him to grow up to be successful and, a strong black man or whatever, confident or whatever, and she was calling him her Brown Baby. So I felt like naming an album Brown Baby would not only be a good sound for me, but like it kind of like solidifies what I stood for at the time, in the pandemic and the whole Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yeah. Did you feel like you accomplished your goals in terms of the reach, the response from your fans, and everyone who support the brand E-Kon, did you feel like you accomplished that, or you feel like there's more? What?
I definitely feel like there's more because as an artist yourself, you should know that the main goal is to be very mainstream and over the top. But as far as Antigua goes, I feel like I definitely made some noise with it, and people have their eyes on me really, and they really got the time to listen to me.
Yeah.
I felt like the album really did what it was supposed to do. I'm really proud of it. If it's one thing I'm proud of, is my album, and I listen to it a lot, and I just can't believe that I really put out this quality,
Yeah, and you wrote majority of the songs, or all the songs?
All of it except the guest features.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really strong on writing for myself.
Yeah. So when it comes to your team, how big is your team? In terms of, do you work with local producers? Do you have management team here who's guiding you and dealing with the brand E-Kon, or it's just E-Kon alone?
I'd say pretty minuscule. It's just me and my brother, really and truly.
Yo, fish, what man? Big up yourself, Linford.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. But it's not really. I don't really have I really want to get a team in terms of I have my own manager and accountant or whatever it is, marketing team. But it's really just me and my brother really doing a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Because we live in Antigua, right?
Uh-huh.
And as you know, in Antigua, people don't buy music, not just Antigua, but the Caribbean, right? So the reason why I asked about your team, is because I know at some point all of the money that you're investing in music, you're gonna want to make that back.
Of course.
And how you're gonna make that back is by doing shows, right? And you can't just do a show without a team. That's how you will make back $1 from your music in the Caribbean, right? So I know that right now the pandemic, it's crazy. We can't have no shows. So with no shows, meaning you can't get no bookings nowhere. There's nothing going on. But have you been thinking about ways to monetize your music once all of this nonsense is over with?
Honestly, I feel like, how I've been looking at it is that the pandemic is going to be here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
But I definitely plan on getting my team together and, just taking things a little bit more up a notch in terms of, probably migrating and going to, where rap originated from, which is
sounds good.
America.
Yeah.
So I feel like once I put my plans in place and everything goes how I want it to go, I would definitely be able to, monetize myself and make back from my music.
Nice. Now, in terms of, migrating, migrating would be, I think it would be a good thing.
Yeah.
I would want to believe it would be a good thing because, like I said, where we are, some strange reason, the people don't push local rappers. They don't push local rappers, and we're not here to bash anyone.
I get you.
We can't force people to listen to what they don't want to listen to. But migrating to the States, people more listen to rap music there. But now you're gonna be in a bigger space where there's more opportunities. A bigger networking platform. But no, you're gonna have to work twice as hard.
Yeah, because with that comes a lot of other competitors too, and I feel like it's more of a bigger audience to cater to.
Yeah,
it's more 2 times what Antigua would be like. Yeah. Well, 10 times. 10 times
because America is a big
place. Yeah.
In terms of the music, right? 'Cause when I listen to your sound, you have a unique sound. You have a very unique sound. You don't sound like nobody that I can think of.
Okay.
I can hear the uniqueness with your flow. I can also hear the Antiguan in it, but not the raw, dirty dialect. But I get that blend. Who's your inspiration when it comes to music, as in other artists and stuff like that?
My inspiration goes to It's a stretch of people. So when I started like listening to rap seriously and just like studying the culture, I would say that in a few years back when I just started high school, that Lil Wayne and his crew was really like popping at the time, and that really motivated me, you know. So the Lil Waynes, the Drake, the Nicki Minaj's, the Tigers, you know, that's all that I would put into my little like top. How much people that for?
Top 4.
Okay, so I'm gonna add Smeelo to that too.
So Young Money.
Young Money, definitely. When I started, I definitely thought that I was like the sixth Young Money member. Hope they won't see this, but adding to that, I would put Smeelo too. I just started listening to him seriously. But you know, those are my people that Big Sean too. I get that people think that I sound like Big Sean as well, but you know, kind of.
Big Sean is dope.
Yeah, he's pretty underrated too.
Would you say Big Sean is a singer rapper or a rapper?
Rapper. Yeah. But you know, those are the people that really gave me the drive to, you know, work hard and be unique. Because although I listen to them plenty, I try not to sound like anybody that is already mainstream, because that really doesn't make any sense to me. You know, you have to stand out and be your own person. Like, it took me a while to like find my sound. Because I was like more folk. When I started, I was really young at the time. I was like my 16, 14.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I was trying to sound like other people. Like when I was in the studio, my brother was there. I'd be like, no, I need to sound like this. He was like, no, you just need to sound like yourself.
Yourself.
It took me a while to work on that, and I really just think that I found myself right now. And you know, I really did that in Brown Baby too. You can see that I sound how I sound.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the most important things that we can do in this life, my brother. The most important thing is to stand out. Be yourself. You know, being you is unique. There's only one you.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So I feel like there's a lot of people out there who don't understand the importance of loving and being themselves.
Yeah.
You know, let people love you for you. Let people listen to your music because they love your sound.
Yeah,
Everybody won't love it, but you're gonna build a fan base of people who actually love it, and those are the people that you need to focus on. Yeah,
because when you think about it, in a world where there's a new artist every day, every 2 seconds, and you know, most of them are pretty much doing similar things in terms of, you know, branding themselves and how they sound as well. You know, it's very important that you just stand out. You know, I feel like you'll pop more when you stand out, man. Yeah. You know, people will know you for something, and rather than saying, that's why I don't like compliments that, oh, you sound like, yeah, man, me, because that don't feel like I'm not doing a good job. But no, I have a sound like nobody. You understand? Yeah. So I feel like uniqueness is a very important thing when you're doing music.
Yeah, you know, I realize that you've been putting in work. Because I did my research on you before you came here, right? You have been doing work. You've been putting in work, because most people would know about Brown Baby, but you had an album before that.
Yeah.
Right? How would you describe the growth and the response from the two albums?
When I dropped 2019 in 2019, I would say that I just had a smaller fan base, but that was my album to, you know, just really make my debut as an artist.
Yeah.
I dropped that right after I finished college, and that was a different point in time in my life to know. And I felt like when I was doing that, I was still trying to figure out certain things, and I would say from that album I really gained what the type of music that I really wanted to make.
Yeah.
So after I dropped that, I was just like me building up on that and just adding to the layers of it. But for Brown Baby, I feel like, you know, I spoke from a more like different point in my life, you know, the pandemic and so on. There's a couple deep songs on there too that you would just find out more about me. And I wasn't really doing that in 2019. 2019 was just more stuff to like party vibes, and but I feel like Brown Baby just more gives you an insight into my life. You know,
Brandon, we're two entertainers, right? And a lot of people, I find, you know, we can only talk about Antigua because this is where we live. I can't speak for anywhere else, right? But we could say the Caribbean. But you see, I'm about to talk about branding. You know, you find these Jamaican artists, they're serious on branding. You know, you find Grenadians, the Inventions, all those people. You know, they take the brand very seriously. You know, around here, you know, you'd find a lot of people wanting to do music, but they don't brand themselves. And then when you talk to someone about branding, they would say, but I don't have the money to do branding. I can't do this or I can't do that. But we live in a world now where it's so easy to brand yourself because of social media. I think everybody has a phone, a smartphone, where you can, you know, create that Instagram or that Facebook or that TikTok. And, you know, all phones are now coming with cameras where you can brand yourself. If you can't afford to get a photographer or a graphic designer, you can do what you can do until you get to where you want to be, right? How important is branding for E-Kon?
I feel like it's very important. I feel like that's the main reason why I have a lot of, you know, support from people. You know, people always tell me that they like how I carry my myself and how I portray myself on my Instagram or whatever it is. But I feel like branding is very, very, very important, especially in Antigua when people just like to see nice things. So once I look good and once I keep putting out quality music and I just live up to that, you know, it's gonna be it's very beneficial. Because as I said, you have to look good and you have to have a certain quality to your name and your background or whatever it is. So I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately ever since Brown Baby, you know, just putting out like more content or whatever it is. I make sure all my music stuff looks good. Whether it's artwork, lyric videos, even a picture on Instagram, whatever it is. That's very important for me, and I feel like I've been getting a little percentage of that, of people eyes on me. You know.
Well, you definitely have people eyes on you. Because for me, I can tell you straight up right here, I don't pay attention to people who don't have potential or who don't take branding serious, because I am a serious man when it comes to branding, marketing, promotions. I take those things very seriously. When it comes to social media, I play no games with that. So you know, so you have eyes on you, right? And you've been doing a great job. I personally think so. Is there room for growth? There's always room for growth. Of course. The sky is the limit when it comes to your talent and the things that you can accomplish. Right, but just listening to you talk and listening to some of your music, man, I get pain from it. I feel I feel like there's a side to E-Kon that, you know, you're trying to tell this story and you want to get out this pain. And when I looked at your bio, I realized that you having it, you know, you went through a tough time in your life that you had to bounce back from. Would you like to elaborate a little bit on that tough time that you went through and how did you overcome it?
Okay, well, what really gave me the motivation to do music, because I really had to find like a coping mechanism for it. When I was 14 years old, I lost my mother, and it was a summertime, and, you know, that was really like, still going to school and so it was really like shaking me up a bit. So I just had to find like a way to cope and just get a lot of things off my mind, and music was that element, you know. So it is what it is, really, but it's still kind of like something that you can't get over, you know. You will never get over that. You know, and I'm just happy that you found something that brought joy into your life, you know, while you were going through that tough time, because there's a lot of people out there who go through tough times but don't have that balance or don't have that one thing that they can go to for peace. And music is therapeutic. I do music, so I can tell you, you know, when you get in the studio, it eases everything from your mind because you're focused on delivering something beautiful. For me, I play basketball also. When I get on a basketball court, I don't think about anything that is happening in the outside world. I'm in a bubble, and I just love to see the ball go into the hoop and, you know, get sweaty and just have a great time. So I'm happy that you were able to find that balance. And you know, just so I know you said to me that, you know, you've been thinking about migrating, right?
But apart from migrating, where do you see E-Kon in the near future? I don't want to put a timeline on it, but where do you see E-Kon in the near future?
I see myself making Antigua proud, really, just taking this everything mainstream. My main goal is being mainstream, and I just see myself achieving many awards and being somebody's inspiration, being somebody's somebody that you can look up to. Yep. Just a young hip hop mogul and just successful, living comfortably.
Yeah,
definitely. That's the most important thing.
You said something just now. Two things you said. You want to inspire people.
Yeah.
I think that is the definition of success.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you do in your life here on earth, we're not here forever, right? And it's all about the people that you have inspired, the life that you have impacted while you're here on earth. I think Definitely. That is very important as to what you just said a while ago.
Yeah, man.
But you also said something about making Antigua proud. And as a big brother, to a little brother, I will say this to you right here, right now. Make E-Kon proud first.
Okay.
It is very important that you make E-Kon proud first, and anything else could come after that. Right? Because you trying to make Antigua proud, you will never please everybody.
Okay.
You will never please everybody. You can't please everybody. So you can please E-Kon. And you can be comfortable. You could find that happiness within yourself that would make you want to go to the studio and put out great music. Make your brother proud. Make your family, your immediate family proud. And then Antigua could be proud after that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Now, where can people stream E-Kon's music?
You can stream me on all platforms, whether it's from Apple Music, Spotify, AudioMac, SoundCloud, all that, YouTube, everything. It's E-Kon. You can follow me on Instagram at economy with a K _, Twitter as well, YouTube official E-Kon, and Facebook is the same thing as well too.
Yeah, and let me just elaborate a bit more on that. This is E-Kon. He's a rap artist in Antigua. He is no joke. So he just listed all of the platforms that you can find him on. So, and I always say this. Everywhere you can go and find the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's and the Kanye West and the Drake and the Popcorn and the Alkaline and all of them big international world-known artists, you can find Antiguan artists there too. We're right there. So you can find E-Kon music on iTunes, Spotify, AudioMac. He has music videos on YouTube. All you have to do is search what name?
E-Kon.
And he's right there. Alright? You can also follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, man. Economy with a K _.
Facebook.
Economy with a K _.
So he's everywhere. Go check out his music. He's been making great music. When can we get something new though? When can we get some new music?
I mean, I'm always working on music, but I'll try to put out something before the year ends, man. You know, just to like give people a reminder, a refresher,
Nice.
Before I get into the new era of music.
Can we expect some visuals also?
Definitely.
Yeah, I feel like as okay, we Antiguan entertainers, we need to start putting out more visuals because I mean YouTube will only push us, or we will only end up in the algorithm once we start putting out content. You know, so if you start putting out more videos, I start putting out more videos, and all the other artists start putting out more videos, I think YouTube would have no other choice but to start pushing the Antiguan market a bit more. But if we don't put out any content, I mean, we will always end up at the bottom of the list when it comes to the algorithm. So that's the reason why sometimes you put out a music video, you have to spend so much money in promotion just to get some views, because we're not up there in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Man, E-Kon, you know, just want to tell you thank you so much for taking the time out to, you know, come in here and just talking to me, man, and talking to, you know, the viewers. And before you go, I would love for you to leave some word of inspiration for the little boy or the little girl or whoever wants to do music, and you know the choice of music is hip hop. They want to rap, they want to sing soul music, they want to do R&B. They're not interested in soca, they're not interested in calypso music, what word of encouragement would you leave to those people right now?
All right, I would first say just like to know yourself, know your audience. Network takes you a long way to meeting new people. Confidence takes you a long way as well, because once you sound like you mean what you say, you have no choice. Other people have no choice but to listen to you and feel what you're feeling.
Yep.
You know, just be unique as well. Keep up the quality, and just carry on the thing.
Yo, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for taking the time out. People you just heard from E-Kon. Remember, go on out, stream his music. Go follow him on Instagram. Go follow him on Facebook. This is a 268 talent, and he's gonna go really far. Man, the sky's the limit. I'm proud of you. Keep working, man.
Yeah, man. Respect, bro.
Yes, people, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right? H up in them tones.